before we were in the program, we didn't know how hard we were making it, I guess.
So team, look, just introduce yourself. Just tell us a little bit about your business, type of work you do, and the team setup.
Yeah, okay. We are a concrete construction company. So we specialise in foundations, driveways, a little bit of hardscaping, team of 4 in Invercargill, and then just myself here in Raglan, just starting a small crew up here. Yeah.
Cool. So what I'd love to know, sort of to kick off, is what was life like before you joined the $1 Million Tradie, and I guess what were you looking to improve with the business?
We were kind of just going with the flow, I would say. We had a little bit of a plan and an idea of what we wanted and how, that sort of thing. But we were really just going with the flow. Had not a great structure, I wouldn't say. And just doing things as needed as they cropped up, really.
Yeah.
Which wasn't the best. So we just really wanted to improve all of that and get in front of the 8 ball, I suppose, and get a bit prepared, get our shit together.
Yeah. And how was that kind of, I guess, being behind the 8 ball and trying to get ahead but struggling? How was that affecting the business and affecting you?
It was just always busy, always doing medial tasks, I suppose, that taking up time that could have already been done, that may have taken 5 minutes or 10 minutes, half an hour, whatever, a couple of days, but takes so much longer and is so much harder when you're trying to squeeze it in the end of your day, or trying to find 5 minutes during the day. Yeah.
And I was forever sort of just running around putting out fires everywhere I went. And then come to time after work, I was driving around, doing quotes, and, late, always away early and late home every day. And it was it definitely wasn't, it was definitely affecting our relationship, just with always being busy, always having the business on our minds and nothing else.
Yeah, it certainly can be, take up a lot of mental space.
Yeah.
So what I'd love to just talk about, what are the biggest changes that you've made to your business over the last little while?
Putting in systems, and I know that sounds really
boring,
vague, but there's just systems for everything. So before I had a sales process system or something like that, before I had that, we would get a quote and we'd just do it, without thinking about how we got the quote, or who that was, where it was coming from, why they were contacting us, what I was doing after with the quote that I had just received. I was just doing it. But now, our sales process is, we can see the marketing that we're doing to get our leads, what kind of leads we're getting, and there's all a simplified process to it, and we can see very clearly what that is.
And just gathering information as well. With me doing quotes, like I would be kind of usually actually handwriting the quotes, the details of the customer down, and writing notes and everything,
and losing them.
And my spelling's not particularly the best.
Yeah, neither's mine, mate.
So, your quotes would get sent out and people would contact us weeks later and say, haven't got a quote, and it's because I've spelt something wrong. That was at the start. So just putting those processes in place. Tyann created a website firstly to catch all of our leads that come in. So anyone that I got a call from, or anyone that the office got a call from, they would go straight to the website, and that's how they would start the process, because the website gathers all their details and creates a job card basically, and then from there we can we can get the quote done, and just simplified everything for me as well, because I was just filling the one sheet out for the job, and that would just go straight into the system. It would go straight to either tie-in or the office person, and just took a lot off my mind, to be honest. Yeah.
Because pricing, I mean, for your type of work, it's not servicing work. You've got to do prices.
Yeah.
So what are the other changes you've made that you're really pleased with?
Having like a good job management software system, putting that in place was awesome. Like for everyone, the guys on the tools, for our for Ben, for me, for our part-time office admin person. It's just been amazing for the guys to be able to put in their hours, back costing, it's all been taken care of. Before we were in the program, we didn't know this, how hard we were making it, I guess.
I think that's a big thing I find with a lot of people who come through the $1 Million Tradie program is you don't actually know what you don't know.
Yeah.
And you think, life has to be hard, and if you work hard, that's good. But it's actually often an easier and a better way of doing most things, right?
Yeah. For sure.
So what are some other changes that you've worked on that you found have been really helpful for you?
So just the webinars alone for us was amazing for just
getting our mind.
Getting our mind in the game, and just getting things, clearing things up, and sort of just how you guys break it down helps us pinpoint, okay, this is the area we need to work on here, or this is where we're lacking here.
What have been the results of the changes that you've made, been for you as people, which is important, and for your business, and just for family in general? We've
definitely increased our turnover, by about 40%, I would say.
So that's your sales and your revenue have gone up.
Yeah. Oh, that's just been amazing. Like, it's just grown our confidence, Ben's confidence and everything, given us back some more time to spend at home. Like, it's throughout the program, it's been made important to make that time and block off that time for your family. And all of these things have made that possible.
Just with the program, be able to break down each job individually and see what profit we're making off them, that's helped us increase our prices a little in areas, and increase the profit in our jobs, which has allowed us to use the business as such, to do the things that we want to do. So, like, it allowed us to come up here and move to Raglan. Definitely the profit in the jobs have risen, but more so for us, it's been able to use the business to gain a little freedom for ourselves, to have a plan in our head and be able to use our business to get where we want to go. We weren't always focused on making huge profits, but that was only because we didn't know the numbers in our jobs. Right. You think, oh, okay, we make money on that job. We don't make don't make a lot on that job, and that's just the way it is. But that's not how it should be. So,
and then throughout the program and all these things that we've learned, and being able to see how it can increase our profit, and which it has done so.
That's cool. So I'd love to talk about mindset, because I think that's a big part of this whole deal. So what mindset changes have you had to make along the way?
When we first started, I think I remember Ben doing a job for, I think the total invoice was for about $4,000 or something. And he thought that was really, really expensive. And it was for a person that he knew. And he thought that was too much. And now, like 3 years later, now he doesn't even blink an eye. He's like, well, that's what it costs. It's 40,000 now.
And make sure that you're making a profit, and as long as they're getting the service they want, they're going to be happy.
Yep.
So I did realize that's mostly what it's about now is people want service and they want a good job. And if they can get those two things, the price sort of, it doesn't really matter to a lot of them. That's all they want. Yeah.
There's a lot of demand. So I think that's a huge learning. Yeah, that's awesome. So good. So do you have any other advice for someone who is, stuck with their business and wants to make improvements?
Just go back to the basics and obviously jump on board with the $1 million Tradie program. It's definitely helped us.
Yeah. My goals were like this when I first started the $1 million Tradie, and then now they've grown to this. So, and it's something that I'm actually really proud of.